What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. If everybody's having a great day, it is Taco Tuesday. It's in the books, and we are getting closer and closer to the NFL season. I'm not home where I have the clock, but I think we're somewhere around 62 days. 62 days till the Cowboys take on the Eagles. You know, I was having a conversation yesterday with, what's it today, about how fast time seems to be flying by. You know, now that I'm almost 60 years old, it seems like every day it's like boom, 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 and it's just gone. And I'm trying to fit in as much in each one of these days. I'm trying to. I was telling my wife, she's like, why are you going so, working so hard, man? You need to slow down. I said, listen, I'll rest when the season gets here. I said, I'm trying to get everything done that's on the to-do list and all that stuff, all the work and stuff, before the season gets here. And she looks at me like, oh, Lord, I forgot about football season. Yeah, we're less than 3 weeks away from Cowboys opening up training camp. Yeah. So I keep seeing quite a bit of everybody trying to get rid of Luke Schoonmaker. There is, you can look back and say the Cowboys have given up on some second round picks before. You can look at Tristan Hill, who was the Dallas Cowboys second round pick, who had some problems when he was in Florida. In Florida, he didn't get along with his coaches, but he was a Rod Marinelli pick. Rod Marinelli had him sign basically a contract saying that he'll show up for meetings and practice and do all the things that he's supposed to do. But they tried to sugarcoat that and say, oh, well, everybody signs that. Okay, maybe not. Kind of like what they said about Randy Gregory and some of the things they tried to put in his contract. I'm betting Dak Prescott's wasn't exactly the same as Randy Gregory's. Be that as it may, Randy Gregory, another guy, they decided not to re-sign, although they gave him ample opportunities. Although you really have to say, by the time you put the suspensions in order, he probably played the equivalent of about 2 seasons. So I guess you could look at that and say, yeah, that was a second round pick that they got rid of. They didn't re-sign. You could say Boss Man Fat, who after about 2 years, they let him go, who was playing rather well for the USFL, or US, I don't even know what it was, USFL Commanders. He was part of their championship team, and then unfortunately was drunk driving and ran over a lady on a motorcycle and is now facing charges. The Cowboys, he had problems off the field. They let him go. So you can look at that and say, okay, so you got those two. And you could also look at, well, although Taco wasn't wasn't a second round pick, but he was a first round pick that they gave up on rather early. He didn't have off the field issues per se, but he seemed like he had attitude problems. Where, when you have a Hall of Famer like Charles Haley basically saying, I don't know about his football IQ or his desire to be a great player. When you get that from Charles Haley, you might want to listen. And basically, he went the other direction. It's like, who's this old fool? So you look at those. Let me see. Is there any other ones that they've kind of gone through? Boss Man Fat, Tristan Hill, Randy Gregory. So when you look at those guys and the production that they had on the field, and then you look at Schoonmaker, it's easier for people to say, well, the Cowboys have given up on second round picks before. But I'm going to say, you can also look and say Peyton Hendershot, although he was a second round draft pick, a tight end who had some potential. They let him go. He actually went to Kansas City. So you can look at it and say the Cowboys have done this before. But I'm going to say that they'll probably give every chance possible to Schoonmaker for the simple reason of he has not been an off the field issue. He has been a solid citizen. He has not been a guy who doesn't want to practice or show up. His problem is his body staying healthy enough too. People are of course looking and saying, well, maybe the Miami Dolphins might be a place that might want to trade for him. Although they traded for Darren Waller, who was retired, didn't play last year. The Giants had his rights. He gets traded to Miami because they're trying to find tight ends. And it might be possible that somebody kind of says, hey, we'll give you a 6th round pick or a 7th round pick, and it blows the Cowboys away, and they say, you know what, we'll pull the trigger on that. But I really don't think that Schoonmaker's a guy they're going to let go. So, yeah. And all of this, of course, is speculation. I'm still believing that the Cowboys are going to make a move. And I believe it's going to be Stephon Gilmore. They're not going to use, I don't see them making another trade. So I think we can put that part to bed. Other than that, there ain't much else going on. There's supposedly, and I didn't find it, but I'd seen a headline about Micah Parsons, what the sticking point might be for his contract. I'll have to find it for the morning and things. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to go to bed early tonight. I don't know why, but I have not been sleeping through the night. I've been like waking up every hour, every other hour, looking at the clock. I was literally awake at 5 o'clock this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. Finally got up at like 6:30 and just got to work. Did a video about the Commanders where they're basically screwing the pooch on the stadium. The DC City Council is taking their damn time and trying to get a better deal, and may end up losing the deal all the way around. So I did a video while I was going back and forth picking up some stuff because I had to rebuild these steps, and I knew it was going to be raining this afternoon, and I think we might be getting rain tomorrow too. So I've got a helper here who's helping me get some of this stuff done, and if it rains tomorrow, that's going to kind of screw the pooch because I got a bunch of stuff I want to do outside. And I've got something big to do tomorrow morning too, early. That will be a game changer, but I'll share that with you guys after the fact because I don't want to jinx it. So we're just sitting here waiting for the season to get here. Well, that's all I got. It's the silly season. Ain't nothing going on. So, with that being said, remember, good people, as quick as 30 years have gone by, so does your life. And I look back, and I wish I could get those years back. I wish I could get the body I used to have before all the knee operations and the burnt leg and the bad back and the gray hair. I think back now of opportunities that I wasted, that if I knew then, if I had the mind that I have now, when I was young, oh my God. Things I probably could have done. Now I have the mind, but I damn sure ain't got the body. So that's why you have to make the most of every day and every opportunity. Because once those opportunities are gone, you can't get them back. You can sit around and wish you could, but you can't. So, remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. don't live your life with regrets. Peace.